Autophobia, also called monophobia, isolophobia, or eremophobia, is the specific phobia of isolation, a morbid fear of being egotistical, or a dread of being alone or isolated. Sufferers need not be physically alone, but just to believe that they are ignored or unloved. Contrary to what would be inferred by a literal reading of the term, autophobia does not describe a fear of oneself, nor is it the fear of cars. It typically develops from and is associated with other anxiety disorders. This often makes them afraid of going out in public, being caught in crowds, being alone, or being stranded. The symptoms of autophobia vary by case. However, there are some symptoms that a multitude of people with this disease suffer from. An intense amount of apprehension and anxiety when you are alone or think about situations where you would be secluded is one of the most common indications that a person is autophobic. People with this disorder also commonly believe that there is an impending disaster waiting to occur whenever they are left alone. Another experience that doctors believe leads individuals to develop this phobia is children being abandoned, usually by their parents, when they are very young. This first causes childhood trauma that then persists to affect them as they grow up. This turns into autophobia because they are now afraid that all of the important people in their lives are going to leave or abandon them. Therefore, this particular phobia can come from behavior and experiences that these people have had when they were growing up. However, abandonment does not necessarily mean being left alone physically. This also includes being isolated financially or emotionally. Although this phobia is often developed at a young age, it can develop later in life as well. Individuals sometimes develop this fear with the death of a loved one or the ending of an important relationship. Autophobia can also be described as the fear of being without a specific person. Tragic events in a person's life may create this fear of being without one specific person, but this often will eventually progress into a fear of being secluded in general. Now, how to deal with being alone? Follow these steps. First, find joy or hobby. Talk properly to strangers and make time with your friends and your family. Remember, if you make friends with yourself, you will never be alone.